Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks so much for signing up for the platform. My name is Tom, and I'm the founder of Lucidia, and I'm here to show you how you can build your first quote today, and how the Lucidia platform streamlines the communication process with clients, thus leading to faster bookings. To get started, we're going to go ahead and click this Create New Quote button, and we're going to name our quote. Now this is a summer vacation for my client. It's for the Smith family, and they have 2 adults and 2 kids traveling. Kids' ages are 8 and 4. I'm going to go ahead and click Create Quote, which is going to bring me directly into this quote and the quote editor. Now here's a pro tip. When you're on the quote editor screen, use the hot commands Command K on a Mac or Ctrl K on a PC to bring up the quick commands menu and add items very quickly to your quote. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rename my quote option, and I'm going to rename this to Polynesian because my client wants to be quoted for that resort. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my resort stay for Walt Disney World by choosing that destination. And now I'm brought into the resort quote form. We have done all the work for you in the Lucidia platform. All the resorts, room types, and dining destinations are available for all Disney destinations in the platform. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click Browse, and I'm going to search for the Polynesian because that's what my client wants. And once you've done that, we can go ahead and move on to our rooms. You have the option here to add 1 room or offer multiple rooms. Keep in mind, if you're offering multiple rooms, that the price you're entering is the total package price, not the room price. I'm going to stick to a singular room type, and I'm going to go ahead and quote them a theme park view because that's what they requested. My stay dates are going to be in the summertime, and they wanted to go away July 12th through the 18th. They requested 4 park days so they could take advantage of each of the parks, and they did not want the park hopper. Now for the fun part, the upgrades, which is always good for you as the agent. So here's how upgrades work. If you leave the toggle off and do not enter an upgrade price, then it is shown as not included in the price package to the client. If you enter an upgrade price in these fields here, this upgrade price is shown as an optional upgrade for the client to consider. Keep in mind the price you enter here is for the add-on only and not for the entire package price. So for example, if the quick service dining plan was $1,400 more on top of the current package price and the dining plan was $2,000 more on top of the current package price, we would enter the values $1,400 here and $2,000 here. If you want to include the upgrade in the package price, then go ahead and toggle that on so that you can show the client you're including it. The client wanted Memory Maker included by default, but did not want travel protection. And I'm going to go ahead and offer them the quick service dining plan and the Disney dining plan because I'd like to upgrade them to that offering. The total price of this package is $87.50 and 40 cents. The deposit is $200. That deposit is due 3 days from now. And the final payment amount is due 30 days before travel, which is going to be June 12th. Now I can go ahead and click Add Resort Package. You'll see here that now we have a quote line on our quote. You'll see the optional upgrades that we included, and the package price does not include these 2 options. If the client were to add these options, it'll automatically adjust the price of the package to include that option. I'm not going to do that. Now let's say the client also wanted a theme park view for the Contemporary, and they wanted all of the same options. Well, we've made that really simple for you. So another pro tip is click these 3 dots anywhere in the application, and it'll expose a menu. You can do that up here in the options as well. And options are the different options the client can choose from. They can only choose one option. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this and call this the Contemporary option. Go ahead and click duplicate, and it's going to take my Polynesian line and it's going to automatically duplicate that line. Why is that helpful? Because now I can come in here and I can click change, type in the Contemporary, click that, and now it's just going to say, hey, we're going to clear your room selection because the rooms at the Contemporary are different than the Polynesian. Click change resort, click room type, find your theme park view room, and we'll keep everything else the same that you've already included. The only thing you got to update now is the price, and the price for this room was $75.50 and 40 cents, and the deposit was $200. Go ahead and click update. And now you have the Contemporary Resort quoted for your client. Now let's talk about how you can get this quote over to your client. And we have 2 ways of doing that. One is a public link that's an interactive element, and the second is a PDF document that's a static document. If you want to see what your clients are going to see in the interactive element, go ahead and click this preview button. It'll bring up a beautiful view giving an overview of who's traveling, the ages of the kids, who it's for, and then the different package options. Here we're showing the client they have two options to choose from, the Polynesian resort and the contemporary resort. The interactive elements that I mentioned are that your optional upgrades are included down here. And let's say the client said, well, what happens if I add the Disney dining plan to my quote? If you click that, it'll automatically adjust the price. We also have more details here where the client can see information about their package and their stay. And if you scroll all the way down, they can see other room types that they may want to consider. We also have this video button that'll take them to the YouTube page with the beautiful video of the Polynesian resort. And we have the terms and conditions automatically listed for you without you needing to lift a finger on what they're agreeing to. The client can only select one of these options, and only an authorized user is able to approve or modify a quote. So what do I mean by authorized? It's this traveler section over here. Whoever you list in here and put the email address of the client you're working with over here is the one that's going to need to sign into the application in order to approve via the interactive elements. If they approve, you'll get an email notification letting you know that they approved the quote. But let's say you're working with a client that would prefer a paper copy. Well, we have you covered with a static PDF document. You can go ahead and click on this Customize PDF and it'll bring up the view of what the client's going to see. You can see that we have two options for the client to choose from. And there are some interactive elements here, such as the watch YouTube video. If they click that, it'll take them back to that YouTube page, but they cannot approve the quote via this document. They will need to email you or text you, depending on your preference, what they would prefer to choose for their options. All of the information is available at a glance to the client. So what that means is if they scroll through here, they can see that you're including the memory maker, you are not including the dining plan, you are not including travel protection, but you'll remember we created those optional upgrades. We automatically add that to the customize your vacation with these options section. And we're highlighting what the Disney dining plan is and what the quick service dining plan is. But you'll notice there's no upgrade for the travel protection because you chose not to include that at all. This is a fully interactive page. Over here on your left-hand column, you can go ahead and you can remove and add elements to your discretion. So let's say you didn't want a cover page. You didn't want this, you just want them to see the quote. Well, go ahead and just toggle off the cover page and it's gone. And the next time you reload the page, it will not display that as well. And this is only saved for this quote, but you can also customize all of these templates for future quotes as well. So you could set all of these settings, click create new template, and then you could set it as your default. So every quote you create has the same look and feel. And then you can modify each quote if that's your desire, depending on the client you're working with. Once you're ready to send this to your client, you can go ahead and click on this publish button. This will bring up the page and give you links to both your quote and your PDF, depending on which one you want to send to. You can send the link to the PDF, or you can download the PDF from your customized PDF view and send that via email if that's your preference. And finally, my last pro tip that I'm going to leave you with today is that if you want to hide an option from your client, whether it be on the PDF or the public link, all you have to do is come up to the options, click the three dots, and click reject. Any option that is marked rejected will not display to the client. And if you want to show that option again to the client, simply click the three dots and click mark as proposing. And now the option is visible again to the client. So that's how you build a quote here in Lucidia. Lucidia is designed to make you look more professional and streamline the process with your clients. Start creating your first quote today and watch how it transforms the way that you work. Welcome to Lucidia, and make sure to check out the rest of the onboarding tips after this video.